Welcome to the loading screen where we know exactly what we're doing.
Your taste sucks. That movie was bad.
Like
anyway. Five. There you go. Yeah, we're back.
You might have to refer to me as Captain, Alex.
Rise and shine, gamers. I did not notice the fireplace in the back. Very nice.
You like it?
Touch,
Nice little touch,
dude.
eh?
I got kind of confused there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know if it's evening somewhere. I don't know why I would say I don't know if it's evening, but yeah, it's definitely evening for some folk right now. But
to Australia.
yeah, to my Aussie mains down under. But yeah, man, it's morning for us. It's been quite some
changed
time.
A little bit. I like it.
Did it? It still looks purple.
I see a monitor right there.
Oh, yeah. This is like my little. Hopefully, if I press that, nothing breaks. Okay, yeah, nothing will break. Yeah. I need so many monitors. You have no idea. My entire wall is nothing but monitors.
That's pretty neat.
My assistant can contest to that. But regardless, loading screen. We're here. We're live. Good morning. Today is the first day of December. Glad to be back. Yeah, as you could tell, I don't know if you know, very subtle, Alex, on the Christmas decorations, homie. But we've recovered. We've woken up from our turkey comas. Well, at least I have. I've been out for a little bit. Oh yeah, I had a great Thanksgiving, man. It's nice. Good to see, good to see family in these trying times. It was overall a great experience to see everyone hang out, eat. You can never beat mom's cooking, so it was good. It was good. I needed it.
Yeah. Was it like scaled back, or was it normal for you guys?
It was like it was in between scaled and normal. We still had some folks come over, but I knew, we kind of took some precautions beforehand. I mean, hopefully nothing's wrong. But
Yo.
But we'll see.
I heard that.
We'll see. Regardless, though, man. How about yours? How was yours? Clearly, you're in the festive mood. It's already behind you. You're already ready to go.
Yeah. So it kind of sucked, man. Like, so my brother got COVID 2 weeks.
He just completely took me to the left field. Like, oh yeah, it was good. Yeah, it sucked.
No, it was different. I mean, it was good, but it was different. Like, my brother got COVID 2 weeks ago. I called my mom and I was like, "Yo, my mom was gonna still have.
Don't let him touch my stuff."
I was like, "Yo, mom, I ain't coming if my brother's gonna be there." So that kind of sucked, and everybody was fighting for that. They're like, "Oh, yeah, Alex, blah." I was like, "Look, I don't have to come by. Like, it's fine. Like, I'll just go to Katie's.
I'll just buy everyone those Echo screens or whatever. Just say you'll put 5 of them in. It'll be like that scene from Demolition Man where everyone's just like a camera. Just hi, yeah, you look great. Did you do something to your hair? I don't know. I can't tell if it's the screen or your camera, but
the mobile iPads. But no, it it was different. It was very scaled back. It was just like there's 5 of us in the family, so it was just the 4 of us. Normally we have literally like 30 people over. So it was scaled back. It was good. It was enjoyable. The food was great. My mom did a great job, but it was different, man. And I think Christmas is going to be the same. It's going to. I'm not going to say it's not going to suck, but it's just going to be different. Like
Christmas in hazmat suits. I already solved it. I'm going to get everyone hazmat suits. We're all just going to open up presents. Like,
yeah.
Oh, thank you. I've been really wanting to get this. Oh, it's amazing. It's screen wiper for my hazmat suit.
And then you sneeze and you can't see.
Oh, yeah, that would suck.
Because it's like all foggy.
I already got it solved. So I'm not even worried about Christmas. Everyone's getting a hazmat suit. Then we could all meet up. Or maybe maybe we'll do the bubbles. Those balls that you can roll around with and just straight hit each other
Christmas
with.
Christmas games going.
Exactly. It's all good. You got to make what you can with the situation.
The good thing about it is, was that I got to dive into Spider-Man Miles Morales, almost beat it. I'm almost there.
Nice.
I dedicated literally that week off. Dude, I'm really enjoying it.
So good.
Really enjoying it. But did you play Spider-Man at all?
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
You had to have been with your brother, right?
Yep. I've been I have a solid 12 hours in. something like that.
Nice,
11, 12
nice.
hours. I've been doing a lot of the side stuff as well. I kind of can't pass up on it. When you're in such a flow in a game like that, where you're just swinging around, you're like, oh, there's an item over here. It doesn't feel like a side quest. You're like, let me just take a quick left here and just,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
let me make that hard left and then beat up some guys and continue on, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
it's a great game. You know, I'm limited. Oh, okay, I'm not saying I'm limited. You know, releases are just like, you know, there's not really a whole lot else going on that's causing me to want to still get a console. Still, that's the only game. And once I'm done that, I'll be good for a while.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
just know I am counting down the days, the hours, the minutos until Cyberpunk drops. So, because we're getting,
Yes,
I think
dude.
we're in. Was it T minus? Is it 9 days? 8 days? Should be 9,
You
right?
know,
Yeah, 9 days. The
so
10th,
dude,
9 days. Next week
I haven't.
is when I will just no longer exist.
Same, dude. I haven't taken off of work in maybe like 2 years for a game release. Took off
Yeah.
work for this one, dude. Doing nothing but playing it all day. Oh, I'm so excited.
I'll have a couple days, I think, but I'll still have I'll have some work to do afterwards. But I'll still have, like, I think initial. I believe I put
Yeah,
PTO in for like initial release, so I'm
yeah,
stoked
yeah.
for that. That's gonna be 2020. I know it's been rough, but just give me at least this. We need this so
We do
bad.
need this. We need
Gamers
to,
need this
and if
so bad.
yeah, and if CD Projekt Red is good at what everybody believes him to be good at, you will be able to immerse yourself into this game and completely forget about the outside world. You know what I mean? Like, I think
Yeah.
that's what they're best at, in my opinion. So, really excited.
All right. So in the meantime, though, we're gonna get right into it. We have some gaming news for you guys this morning. So let's just roll the clips of, roll the assets that Alex has made for us. Going, hey, there we go. We got some gaming news, of course. Let me see. Yeah, we'll just start it off. Doom Eternal coming to Nintendo Switch next week. T minus 1 week for that one. That isn't unprecedented, but you know,
I mean,
Doom considering it's been, you know, it's actually one of the trademark benchmarks nowadays when it comes to especially at 4K and such like that. Like Doom is a really hard-hitting game. I'm very interested to see as to maybe they have to keep it at 60 frames per second. If this game does not run at 60, it is
that's what it's best at, right?
I will
Like,
deem it garbaggio straight up
yeah.
from the rip. Because yeah, the movement, the way the game moves, the combat, it revolves around that smoothness. You have to give it a 60 frame minimum.
It's
I played
straight
it only on
butter, and I think
PC,
that's
so
yeah,
I played it at
it's what this
120
game
plus.
does best. So
Yeah.
it's I mean, like, so I wonder what the experience with this is going to be. Obviously, scaled back graphics. I would assume if you want to get
Yes,
that,
yeah, you're
that
gonna
crispness.
yeah, you're gonna see those textures go to a medium maybe. But we'll see what they have in store. I think it's gonna include, you know, of course, yeah, the downloadable content. That's like the Ancient Gods Part
Yep.
1 that's already out now. Is eventually going to release for it as well, but it won't release on launch. So you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer if you haven't dove into Doom to begin with, and then B, you know, you'll have that time to then wait for the DLC to actually drop on it, which probably won't take that long. So Doom Eternal to Nintendo Switch next week. Slay on the go, man.
Yeah,
Slay
dude.
on the go. Doom Slayer to go, please. Let me get a number 9.
this
Doom
is
Slayer,
like,
hold the gore. Actually, you know what? Add the gore, and then let's go. We'll take it to go.
I'll tell you this right now. You know how people put like stress balls in their work desks and all that stuff? Like, they bring their stress balls with them. This equivalent to a mobile stress ball. Literally, it is a stress ball. You're having a bad day at work. Slay some freaking heads in this game, and you know, I think that's what it's best for, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not saying you should attach your boss's face to any of them or have a cutout or anything as you're doing it, but it sounds
not
like
there.
a great idea. It sounds like a good way
Yeah,
to
there you
unwind by the fireplace, as Alex, you know, is set up for, you know, with your Switch, with your honey. But hey, girl, you want to play some? You know, you want to
Oh, you
stomp
guys
some
can't see what I'm
demons?
doing.
Yeah, I can't see right now. All right, cool. So that's coming next week. That's gonna be on the 8th. On speaking of DLC, because actually I know I'm zoomed in here only because I was actually checking it out. But yeah, Assassin's Creed Valhalla PC mod allows players to further customize. It's Eivor, right?
Eivor, the main
Eivor,
character, whether you're the male or female. I think this is really cool. So over the Thanksgiving holiday, I dove into 2 games, Spider-Man and Valhalla. Valhalla, is absolutely amazing. You guys have heard me say it a million times. I am, I think, like about 40 hours in now, 45 hours in, still living up to the hype. It's just getting better. So I highly recommend you guys playing it. But if you're fortunate enough to have a PC and be able to play and be playing this on PC, this mod lets you customize the main character. There aren't really customizable options for your main character in this game. You either pick male or female. I mean, I think the two options are great. The female looks very similar to the female that was in Odyssey. I think that's just like the model that they've been using. They didn't change that all that much. But that being said,
change the wig.
Yeah, you know, you'd be fine. I even think the wig is actually very similar. But anyway, that being said, what I think they do really well here is just, you know, give you more customizing options for those characters. I have yet to try this. I haven't tried it. I don't care all that much. I think Eivor, the standard, I'm playing the male Eivor, and it's lending itself well. So, like, you know, I don't need to customize it, but if you guys want to customize it, be sure you back up your saves. Be sure you know what you're getting into in terms of messing with the game files.
Mod etiquette 101.
Yes.
Always back up your saves before you do anything. That could be game breaking, could be, you know, game save destructive. But you know, it's you can find this all on Nexus Mods. Nexus Mods being a hub for PC modding for a very, very long time. I definitely have an account on Nexus Mods. I have definitely grabbed my fair share of
that premium
Fallouts, that Fallout New Vegas, that Fallout Lost Nevada, or whatever that was, where they expanded, basically created an entire Fallout game within it. It was just amazing. But it's home to a lot of different games, and nice to see that Valhalla's also found a home there. But yeah, also custom. I'm very surprised there isn't customization like that in the game, which begs for me, like, where these assets came from. I guess these are just all community built assets, and then
that's a good question.
They've been able to import them. Assets that were in the game, are these other NPCs hairstyles that you can now slap on? These are just the things that I'm thinking about. Regardless, that just means you could just go ahead and enjoy it. Like I said, this is free. You got to look for like the Eivor customizer. Go check it out, Nexus Mods. You're gonna end up having to make an account. It's completely free though. You know, it takes like 2 seconds. So go support those communities. All right, so leaks, man. We got some leaks. COD Zombies next map leaks, and also boss in Black Ops Zombies. I was not aware of at all.
So did you not? You haven't played? Well, no. I'm assuming you haven't played the new Black Ops yet.
Nope.
When do you have time? Right. So this has been something that I dove into. I've been flying under the radar in terms of zombies for the last several years. This is the first one where I actually dove into zombies, I think, within the first few days, and it's changed a lot. I think the first map, I know the first map, it's a snowy map, and it actually, do you remember the first map that zombies had ever, where you're in like that concrete prison or building or whatever it was? Do you remember that way back in the day? So that's actually in this first map. In the default map, so that it's really fun. There's bosses. I was pleasantly surprised to see that there's like boss battles and stuff. It makes it for a lot harder. Like, you ain't getting, unless you're really good, you ain't getting to those high level like 64, 89, you know. But I know some people are. But that being said, what this is saying is basically leak and teasers reveal new location and a new boss in Black Ops Cold War, the Zombies DLC 1. So this looks like it's taking place in Vietnam. There's some palm trees there. You got some images. It's a Vietnam location. Got some like trenches, some barracks, all that good stuff. It's super fun. If you guys haven't jumped into it, grab a group of friends and go ahead and jump into it. I really enjoyed it. I haven't had an opportunity to jump back into zombies yet because I don't have, you know, with zombies, you kind of have to, you either allocate like 5 minutes and then you die right away, or you have to allocate like an hour and a half, you know, because in case you get going. So I haven't had much time to be able to do that, but hopefully soon.
Okay, cool. I haven't been able to dive into Call of Duty like that. I've had to stream it, but I myself haven't been able to play it. So, I'm kind of like, I'm falling back a little bit on, I don't know, man. I think I'm just like, I usually get involved in Call of Duty like at least a little bit. I am just like completely missing the boat on this one.
I
don't know if it's because I'm getting older.
We need to get you. We need to get you an account, right? And what you and I are going to do is we're going to play a little bit of zombies in one of the loading screen episodes.
Zombies was fun. I did play Zombies when it first dropped. A lot of coordination with homies to be like, yo, get on. You know, you want to have your full squad and roll around and stuff. But we'll see. We'll see where it goes. I'll see if I can open up my schedule a little bit for you, Alex.
Yes,
in the meantime, though, 343 Industries developers calling some recent Halo Infinite rumors unfounded.
Okay.
And the sky is blue. Like, yes. Like, duh. It's going to happen. The amount of times, especially when it comes to high-profile games like this, you're going to hear some talking. Like, it's just the way it is. And sometimes, you know, the developers do take it to Twitter or take it to social media and publicly denounce it. Like, no, because, A, it could affect, you know, it could affect their sales in some way, shape, or form. You know,
yep.
Tarnish the kind of the company's reputation and such, and they want to keep that. But I mean, you know, Halo Infinite, not really surprised someone's talking.
What I love about Halo, like 343, is like they're done taking shit from gamers, right? Like people have been hacking and slashing them the last several months, ever since, you know, they tried to release a game and they didn't, and then apparently there's more problems that, you know, existed that, you know, that people that they didn't announce, right? So all in all, y'all know how I feel about the delay. I think it's a good thing, but Brian Gerard, you know, obviously one of the developers on the community director, Brian, he goes, nothing gets a post-holiday Monday going like fresh, unfounded Halo Infinite rumors. So for those of you guys that are like unaware of this, some of the rumors that they had that had been not leaked, but some of the rumors that have been going around rather, you know, talked about a battle royale and, you know, some other things that just like weren't official. And
yeah, exactly.
They're like, dude, no, this has not been announced.
Exactly.
You know, like
unless you're hearing it from them, take everything with a grain of salt. I mean, don't get me wrong. In the game industry, more than any other, I think, you know, there are credible sources out there. I deal with them a lot when I report news for things like fighting games and such, where someone's like, yo, this is happening and this is why. And then sure enough, 2 months later, like, it happens. Okay. Yeah. But that's credit there. But, you know, people just kind of, you know, oh, there's going to be a battle royale. It's like, well, where's the proof? Where's this coming from? Like this, that, and the other. It's like, come on, man. You're just afraid that they're going to go with the times. They're just causing some drama. But at the same time, all publicity is good publicity in my eyes. So regardless, it's putting people on the, you know, putting Halo back in front of people going like, oh, yeah, that's right. That's a game that got delayed this year. It was supposed to be a banger. It technically should be out now, but it's no longer. That's, you know, it's no longer the case. We'll have to wait till 2021 for that. But, you know, it reminded me that, oh, yeah, that's right. Halo Infinite. That's the thing. But we'll hopefully get a year-end update at a minimum, you know, see what the situation is. Yeah. So speaking of BRs, why not talk about the granddaddy of them all? Fortnite Season 5, Battle Pass, all new skins, trailer, and price it's been formally revealed, I believe. I think there's at least one leak or one little kind of leaked image early on about it, which, you know, once we bring it down, you'll kind of know what we're talking about.
Mandalorian, baby.
Yeah, I mean,
there we go.
If they can have Marvel in there, there's no reason why Mando can't be there either.
I think it's sick. I think, you know, I'm well past my Fortnite interest. I played the hell out of it, Season 1 and 2. Stopped playing after that. But, you know, that doesn't mean it's not popular. So
can't wait for the memes. I can't wait for the meme. I can't wait for the memes of Mando doing the dances. Like the memes that will come from this is gonna be amazing. He is gonna be accompanied by Baby Yoda. I will only call him Baby Yoda. I will not call him Grogu. I know that's his name, but I have been trained to call him Baby Yoda for the past like however long the show's been out. I'm in that camp. And plus Grogu, I don't know, doesn't fit him. I don't know, that's just me. But yeah, so leaks show that he'll probably be earned by like you know, getting various challenges to actually get the full armor and get the actual the entire costume itself. Apparently, it's also going to feature previous seasons featured, yes, like previous Marvel IPs and such. You know, Disney owns everything, so why not get a little bit of Star Wars in your Fortnite? Why not? I don't know if there's been an actual set for when it's actually going to happen, when Season 5 actually begins, because I don't see a date on here, but regardless, we know what's happening. Got some Mando in there, so what's not to like? But that's actually going to tie up gaming news here. We've got some other news for you guys. We got some hardware news to talk about in a sec. So actually, let me bring that up real quick. Though, actually, did you give me a stinger for that? No,
I thought I did.
I think I got hot takes.
We're in shambles.
I got hot takes in QA. I don't think I got my stinger on. That's okay though. I'll use old reliable to get us in here. In the meantime, okay, old reliable in here. So let's actually pull up some of the news we got here, hardware wise. So you've been playing the PS5
I have.
for a good amount of time now, I believe. So have you had any issues with the controller? That's actually what we're gonna get into.
You ready for my answer? Ready for my answer?
Let me hear this. Let me hear this, because I myself have not had the chance.
I don't want to answer your question because I don't want to jinx it. So let that be my answer. You know what I mean?
So you're useless. Got it. Thank you. Appreciate that.
No. But yeah. So apparently, everybody's been saying how great the DualSense controllers are.
Mm-hmm.
I personally really like them. I've had nothing but great things to say about them. However, seems to be a common theme in controllers coming out of Japan, and that area is drift, thumbstick drift. So everybody knows the Joy-Cons had issues with the Nintendo Switch, and now people are saying that there are drift issues with the thumbsticks for PlayStation 5's DualSense controller. Maybe I just haven't been I probably have put maybe 15 hours or something, 20 hours into my DualSense controller and haven't experienced this yet. Hopefully I don't. But if you guys were lucky enough and fortunate enough to get the PlayStation 5, I can tell you that if you don't mind spending a few extra bucks, there are plenty of controllers available. Just walk into Best Buy, Target, whatever. There's controllers that are available. At least last time I was there last week. But Black Friday is a thing. So, obviously, Nintendo faced a lot of lawsuits in terms of the drift and all that stuff for their Joy-Cons. I think, this article goes to say, and I completely agree with it, is that they noticed this early on. So hopefully Sony will address the issue. I think Sony's a lot different than Nintendo in terms of the quality of their stuff. So I think personally Sony will address this early on. So maybe there might be a second or third shipment, they may address this now that it's been caught.
So funny enough too, it's not all cases as being reported is even from hardware. There's actual hard coding issues with certain games in case of Call of Duty that the dead zone settings on the actual controller itself are incorrect, and it's causing cursors to float, the like map cursor to float around and such, which is causing the stick drift. And that's actually been acknowledged. So it's kind of like two-sided. So it's adding like a little bit more confusion, because then what cases are for that, what cases are actually hardware. It's first gen problems. Maybe it's that early adopter risk that you're gonna have to take. You forked over that money. Guess what? Second gen might be the way to go. But in the meantime, I mean, I don't know as to like what the degree of how many reports there have been at it, like how grand is it, but the fact that it's multiple reports, meaning it's coming from multiple customers, it's not just like a very rare case scenario. Hopefully we'll hear something from Sony about, I don't know, potential warranties, ways to be able to repair it or exchange it, program for that.
I mean, I'm sure the fact that it's this early in the game, there might be something, with people having PlayStation 5 issues. I know people have been jumping. People have been like sending it back and having the warranty, still be intact. So, I get when you're this early in the game, you kind of just got to cross your fingers and hope it doesn't happen to you, right?
It's like, oh boy, please no red ring, man. I don't miss those days. So actually, this isn't the only issue, quote unquote, out there that Sony's been
and you guys
kind of
might
under
be
fire
wondering. We've been having on this show specifically, we've been talking a shit ton about the PlayStation 5. And it begs the question, how come you haven't been hearing Xbox Series X news or Series S news? I mean, like, there haven't really been issues with the Xbox Series X or S in terms of like articles that are coming out with problems. Yeah. So, curious.
Yeah, we're going to have to wait and see. I mean, besides the whole first week of your Xbox vaping, a hard case of vaping. Besides that, there really hasn't. been a whole lot. But yeah, so yeah, PS5 launch of noisy fans. There's been reviews about it. Supposedly, because we've seen like the teardown videos of the actual like PlayStation 5, right? Like there's, it seems to have like a different fan model, like it's a different fan model from the teardown video from what actually is out retail. I haven't checked to see if there's like actual issues that indicate some sort of problem with like the supply of fans that Sony is getting. But without tearing, as it's stating here, without tearing apart a whole bunch of different consoles, a direct confirmation from Sony, this might be as close as to getting to this mystery as to being solved as to why some people's PlayStation 5s are getting louder than others. Yeah, I feel like there's like a lot of things going on behind the scenes and whatever's supplying Sony's like work. Got the stick drifting, which like I said, some could be hard-coded issues, but then, are you manufacturing parts from somewhere else? Are you sourcing them from somewhere else? Are you doing that from anywhere else? Maybe the PlayStation 5 is also getting parts from different places, hence why we're getting a weird, like, not baseline. It's an interesting situation, considering like, this is supposed to be a primo product.
Well, ready for this. So and forgive me, I was responding to people in chat, but this article goes to say that there are two types of fans that have been in these consoles. Two types.
Yep.
And so, based on the whatever fan you decided to get, and it is interesting. I've been listening to my PlayStation 5 while I've been playing to see is this considered loud? I don't know what's considered loud.
You're gonna have to actually tear it down to the point where if you could see a barcode on the fan, you can tell the model you have. Like that's probably what's gonna. They guarantee there's two models out there.
But the warranty.
Does it? No, even just taking the little plastic off.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't think. That's what I'm saying. If you can just take the plastic off and then look, then you're good. But if you have to go any further than that, yeah, you're gonna be voiding warranty and not gonna want to do that. So, in lieu of the Xbox Series X news, or there is none, funny enough, I saw the video for this well before this article.
Isn't this neat?
Yeah, so if you haven't had a chance, you guys, I'm going to put it right out there. There's a video out there from Modern Vintage Gamer, who is an incredible YouTuber. He has very, very awesome content on a lot of the stuff that is considered old and vintage, meaning it's the stuff that I grew up with. He actually breaks,
You're vintage,
talks about, I am vintage. I am called classic. We're talking about basically what is developer mode on the Xbox Series X and the S consoles. If you don't have an Xbox and you're not aware of what developer mode is, it's a one-time pay that you can get to turn your Xbox into a more allows the Xbox to run things like apps that are even Windows based and such natively to it, because basically it's just a computer. Consoles today are just compact, very custom computers. So back in the day when it came to piracy and such, that was the big thing, right? We jailbroke systems so we can do things to them that they weren't intended to. PlayStation had other OS on there. You could flash Linux on there and make it do all kinds of really cool
legal
stuff. Then they took that away, right? And they're like, what? That was a feature you gave to us. Then they took it away off a patch. I think it was like patch 1.7 something. I remember those days because I was pretty into the jailbreaking scene, among other things, the modding scene for consoles. So one of the psychological ways, psychological warfare ways you can kind of defeat piracy is like, instead of locking it behind anything and be like, you cannot do this, because a lot of the thrill is also, making it do things it's not supposed to. It's like, well, we're going to allow you to do this and just give you the keys to the car instead of sneaking out and trying to take it to go out on a date. Like, you could just take the car. Just tell me. It's like,
For those of you that have been golfing, it's kind of like taking the limiter off of the gas pedal.
Yeah, exactly.
On a
it's
golf
like
cart?
being allowed to. It's like, yeah, you can do that. So with developer mode, you can do, I think it's like a $20 one-time pay. Like it's you buy like an app off the store and it puts your Xbox into developer mode, which for one, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not as powerful. It actually kind of like throttles your system because they don't want to give you just have absolute control over the entirety of the system, right? It's like now people are going to buy Xboxes to do other things because it could do this much. No, they juice it down a little bit, but it allows you to run apps. Allows you to run what is, they're showing an example here. You can run PSX2, which is a PlayStation 2 emulator, and it will run it well. You could run probably MAME. You could probably run CPS2, Nintendo. The legality of that's a little different if you have the ROM backups, and there's a whole lot of gray area there. But the fact that Microsoft allowed it to to come through, is incredible, because the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S are basically very, very potent emulation machines now. So you can, as you can even see on the screenshot here, you can kind of see, play God of War, PlayStation 2 title or whatever on it. And yeah, look, we got Dreamcast, we have whatever. Yeah, you just have to opt into the Microsoft Developer Program, and it allows your Xbox to actually run this stuff, which is
Microsoft is
really
unlocking
awesome.
potential with this stuff. Yeah, exactly. If Microsoft is unlocking so much potential with this type of stuff, really letting the gamers, they've put the player base at the forefront, right? Like, it's really neat. I just really like what they're doing.
It's giving you more value, which is really cool. Of course, they have controls in place. You do this, you can't run retail games.
Yeah.
It's not like I could but it's not a one-time thing. It's not like, oh, once I put my Xbox in developer mode, I can never run retail games. It's like, no, you just like swap it over into non-developer mode afterwards, and then you can play the disc in. So it isn't as easy because they're trying to still keep controls of, like, you can't pop in a game, it won't read the data off the game, you can't rip it, and you can't download it, and you can't put it there. But I think this is overall an incredible piece that Microsoft could have put in there. I am very stoked to see it, and it kind of also, pseudo defeats the purpose of trying to jailbreak it. Be like, why jailbreak it if I will jailbreak it for you? Just give us $20. $20 is $20, right? Like that's how Microsoft sees it. And I think it was a very smart move. You can't beat them because there's a whole history on this hell jailbreaking scene. Not just on Xbox, but on PlayStation as well. GeoHot, all that kind of stuff. Go look at the history of that. It was such a cat and mouse game that companies are just wasting money away doing it, and you can never really beat it. Like, once you patch one point, it's like a leaky boat. You patch one, then water starts coming in another way, and then another way, and then another way. And instead of spending all that time, money, R&D to then kind of pivot and try to defeat it, they're like, you know what? We'll just give it to you with an asterisk. You just give us $20 to do it, and you can have this really awesome emulation console, which, like I said, super awesome. Man. So I think Microsoft did a good job with that. And just like that, we are also done our show. This is no developer mode, but we try to keep it as close as possible to giving you that fast speed, give you everything we need. So loading is complete today. We are done. It was pretty awesome to see the current situation. Right? Wait, to kind of not end the year because we still got a couple of shows before, but
We do.
Thursday. I'm sorry. I wish this was just weekly sometimes so I can not worry about talking about anything until next week because, man, Cyberpunk is just so freaking close. I think it'll be not the following Thursday. I think it's the following Thursday show. We will actually, it'll be when it'll be on the day of the show. The day of the show is when it drops. Oh, should we do a live download and just maybe we'll do a live stream on that? That'd be kind of fun.
Maybe.
We'll check it out.
I mean, I'll be off, so I can.
I know. Very impromptu, unofficially. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But regardless, guys, loading is complete. Your day is queued up and ready to go. Thank you for hanging out for another episode of Loading Screen. We appreciate it. Shout outs to, of course, ZipChair and Mike and Ike for supporting this show and, of course, our other shows and tournaments here on the NSG channel. You guys can't find me, of course, at CrashTagVS. Feel free to follow me on Twitter there. You can Alex at Sir Scralix, where he also streams under Sir Scralix, so you can follow him on Twitter and follow him on Twitch there. The guy's full of festivities and holiday joy and a whole lot of eggnog and such. Have you ever had eggnog? Stuff's disgusting. It's not good for you.
I haven't. I never want to, but my uncle loves it.
Yeah.
He's always drinking it every Christmas party. But just want to go on record, guys. As you guys, if you guys follow us on Twitter, you guys have seen that we are doing a new section for Q&A. So make sure you guys post your questions either there or in chat. And, I know today we ran out of time, but that being said, we are going to make it a point to be sure we get to the question and answer every single episode. So
absolutely. You got some questions. You're wondering why Alex is just so festive. Throw it on there. You're wondering why I wear shades. I'm not going to answer that, but you can ask. We'll be here. But we'll be here, of course, on Thursday, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Make sure to be here. Don't be square. Sit your butt down. And we'll have some fun. All right, guys. Until then, later.
Peace.